Hello everybody, this is Alex from Hardcorian Guides, bringing you my guide for BioShock 2 on hard difficulty without using any Vita-Chambers. And for that first part right there, I did select hard to make sure that we're good to go. And I will make sure that I will show off that Vita-Chambers are disabled for those that are, that probably won't actually believe me. So, basically, I already did a commentary for this, but I never had Audacity open the entire time. So now we're doing this again, so I might be more spacious with my words, I guess. I might not talk as much or just know what the fuck I'm talking about, because like the first part's basically just tutorial for the most part, just walking around and all that good stuff. So, one thing I'd like to mention real fast, I'm playing the PS4 remastered version of BioShock 2, so I will be getting trophies alongside this. You'll notice that back in like part 2 or 3 or whatever. And like I said, we're playing on hard, and I disabled Vita-Chambers, so we're good. Now, the thing is, I think you can get the trophy regardless of having Vita-Chambers disabled or not, because I think what it does is if you use a Vita-Chamber at all, the trophy's gone. That's how I think that's how that works. So you can save the game and then reload the save, and you should be fine. So you don't have to do what I do there. But I recommend at least disabling it just in case. Just in case you die, and just in case the game fucks you over. So, another little thing that I do like, there's not a whole lot that they changed drastically from, like, the remastered version from the original version. But there are some things from BioShock 2 that are changed in BioShock. Or they're changed here, and they were changed from BioShock 1, which, of course, you pick up a diary, it has a code on it, they'll give you the code on the side, so you can see it. And if, just at any chance, if you know the code, there you go. That's what it basically does. If you find where the code's at, it'll give you the code automatically. I fucking love that. It saves so much trouble. This is probably, my least favorite of the BioShocks. As of right now, I don't know. I want to say it is. Because I like Infinite gameplay-wise, and I like BioShock 2 gameplay. I just don't like the fucking stories. I just hated them. I hate this one especially, with fucking Sophia Lamb being a constant annoying little bitch, is what she is. So, we just got Electroshock, which is a very prominent staple in BioShock, is having the ability to have lightning in the very beginning of the game, except for BioShock Infinite, which decides to basically change that into... Was it Possession first? I think it was Possession first. And it's going to be extremely, extremely useful to have Electroshock against the Big Sister. So, as I mentioned in the previous commentary that you guys don't know anything about, the scariest Big Sister I've fought so far happens to be the first Big Sister, the first one that you meet. And that sounds weird, I know. You can't really kill her in the first go. Of course not. There might be a way to do it. I just don't know how. And it seems pretty fucking scripted to me. Sorry for cussing so much. I know this is like a professional channel, but hey, it slips, right? I'm unprofessional. I'm trying to be an unprofessional professional. That's all. Or a professional unprofessional. See? I already fucked up. It's okay. Whatever. So, I recorded 3 parts of this already. And this is called the Adonis Luxury Resort. I'll look up the name again later. I know it's the Luxury Resort. I know that for a fact. I don't remember the first part of it. So, I recorded 3 episodes of this already. I haven't done comm. This is my first comm. And, well, second one, if you count it. And I want to mention something real fast. I forgot what it was. Oh, well, here's one thing. I'm going to jinx it. I jinxed it in the last episode. I jinxed it when I told Aaron about this a long time ago. Just earlier today. I have not died yet. Which, I'm going to try to go for a no-death run, but we'll see what happens. Knowing my ass, I'm going to die. So, it's all good. Now, if you're unfamiliar with BioShock, you can use the environments to your advantage. And that's what I love about BioShock in general. And at least the first 2 do this. Where if there's water around you at all, you can shock the water and still do damage to enemies. If it's a Big Sister or a Big Daddy, it's probably going to stun them. Stunning is great. You can stun enemies like just normal splicers, on the ground, but if they're in the water, they're fucking toast. It's as simple as that, really. It's just simple science. They're gone. they're just melted. And the same thing goes with like incinerate. Is you can actually burn like oil and stuff, and you still actually burn enemies. And if enemies run into other enemies while they're burned, it will catch them on fire too. So use that to your advantage. That's one pro tip I have to admit, is just try to use your environment to your advantage, because that's what BioShock definitely did really well, was being able to utilize the environment to your advantage. And it's great because you can use telekinesis to pick up barrels and throw shit. Do that a lot too, because even though it might seem like there's not enough Eve hypos in this game, there is. There's freaking plenty. There's plenty of drill fuel, first of all. That's been a constant annoyance, like, every time I play this game, is I always try to use the drill so I can fucking pick up more of that drill fuel, because I get really tired of leaving loot behind. I really hate it, and it really bugs me. It's like OCD. Oh, it's just annoying. I'm going to try to go for every audio diary that I can, but no promises if I get them all or not. I want to try it so I get the damn trophy. Well, you have to find 100 audio diaries. That's all it says. It doesn't say anything about collecting them all. It just says you have to find 100. Now, while we're here, the big sister spawns on top of water. So go for an instant shock if you can. Somehow she didn't get stunned there. I don't know how the hell she didn't get stunned. It just beats me. You can see that I'm getting really, really, really cocky with this, where I'm just standing right there just drilling her ass. When it comes to first aids, you're probably going to get plenty. So, just, if you start dying, just use it. Also, one thing. I don't know if it actually works 100% of the time, but it seems like it does. It seems like you have a little bit of a second chance every time you about die, because enemies will knock me all the way down, like my health bar all the way down to like the very bare minimum of my health, still attack me, and I don't die for at least, say, 2 to 3 more seconds, you know, somewhere around there. At least a couple more seconds of shots, just like constant fire, and then I'm dead. That's it. And I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna use it a lot, where you're gonna see me go red plenty of times and then not die, because I'm utilizing this technique that was either overlooked or they just didn't give a shit. They were like, you know what, no one's going to play BioShock 2. Let's just throw that in there, because let's give them a reason to want to play it, right? No. I like BioShock 2 to a point. There are things that I don't like about it, which is the story, first of all. I hate it. I also don't like the fact that you can't go back, but I also like it too, because it kind of keeps you wanting to progress, rather than having to keep going back and go to areas that are just lopsided, you know, all the way to fucking Tuesday, it feels like. That comes up in, like, I think part 3. Like, I explored for like 15 minutes just to find a dumbass door that I thought was open. It wasn't even there. Didn't even exist. Didn't even exist. And I was just pissed. Or either that or it fucking disappeared. I don't know what it was. Something happened. Like, I went to go find a door. It's gone. It's gone. So, one thing I'm going to be doing for BioShock, and this is probably more geared toward BioShock, I said in the last commentary, and I'll say it here, I'm going to try to go, like, okay, every once in a while, I'm going to have moments like this, where I'm not going to cut it out, just, I could have cut it here and just been done, but I didn't. Yes, there were things on the way there to pick up, so, you know, I can at least show that off. But what I like about BioShock a lot is the scenery. I really love the scenery of the first 2 games. Yeah, the third one does it too, but I don't really pay attention to it as much because I'm just more focused on rushing forward and just beating the fucking game. As with like BioShock 2, like they force it in your face that you have to look at the scenery. And BioShock 1, yeah, it didn't really have a lot of scenery moments, but it did. It had a few. It wasn't as big as this one was. Even though the scenery in the first game was great, but when you're forced to watch it, I'm probably just going to, every once in a while, like if we go out in the water, you know, I might just leave that out there just because. Yeah, it's basically just dead video. That's really pretty much what it is, except for getting items and stuff, which later on you can get Adam outside of, you know, Rapture, basically. Well, not really Rapture, but you know what I mean. You can get it outside in the water and shit, and it's pretty cool. It's definitely worth it for sure. If you haven't played BioShock, then be prepared because this will be a pretty good run. If you're watching this for a guide for hard mode or no Vita-Chambers, then I welcome thee. And I hope that I can help you in any way, shape, or form. You don't have to play hard and get the Vita-Chambers at the same time. You don't have to get both trophies at the same time. You could go do hard mode by itself and get the trophy or achieve it, whatever platform you're playing on. I'm playing on PS4, so that's what I call it as. You can also get the no Vita-Chamber trophy on easy mode. So, alright. We'll talk more when I get back in part 2. So, as always, folks, hopefully you enjoyed this. This is the very first episode of BioShock 2, and I hope to see you guys again in episode 2. So, as always, take care, everybody.